everybody, welcome to Jazz Yoga for this weekend's Jazz Festival. My name is Clarissa, I'm with the Urbana Park District, and we're here today for an hour-long yoga class. It's going to be pretty basic, nothing too fancy. Just stretch you out, find some balance, find your center. So we're going to start today seated. I've got a couple of blocks right here. If you don't have a couple of blocks, a pair of thick books will work. And you can also maybe grab a rolled up towel for a couple of things too. I'll let you know when you can use those. So we are going to start seated on our mat today. And it can be any seat you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be cross-legged, just whatever's comfortable for you. You can even hop up on top of a block, maybe support the hips a little if you'd like. Whatever you want, whatever makes you feel good here. Having a seat, maybe take a few shoulder rolls up, back, and down. Taking a deep breath as we come up. Exhale, back and down. Just trying to synchronize our movements with our breath here. And coming back to center, just drawing a few circles with the tip of the nose out in front. Take it up and around, thinking about lifting the chin rather than folding your head back. All the way up and around. And let's change directions, drawing that big circle up and around to the other side. One more time. And back to center. Coming now to that cross-legged position. Bringing the hands either to the tops of your thighs or just down to your sides. Let's take a big inhale all the way and lift your shoulders up, 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 squeeze. Exhale, drop them down. One more time, big inhale. Lifting, lifting, hold it at the top. Exhale, let it go. And one last time. This time, breathe in a little more. Squeeze, exhale, and close down the eyes. Bringing the hands over to the tops of the thighs. And just turn our attention inward for a moment. Just noticing how we feel. Sitting up nice and tall. The heart is stacked over the hips, head's over the heart. Noticing if we're maybe gripping anywhere, holding any tension that's not necessarily supporting us or serving us in this posture right now. And use that exhale to just let it go, let it go. Taking another deep, slow breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's move our left hand over to our heart, right hand over to the belly now. And without making any judgments, without trying to change it, just notice where we're sending the breath. Notice how long our breaths are. And then with a little bit of control, start to slow that breath down. Draw it out a little longer. Keeping the eyes closed. And now starting to drop that breath down into the belly, letting that belly expand with the inhale. Breathing with our diaphragm, so a little bit of a contraction with the exhale. Remembering to sit up tall. Let's take about 3 more long, deep belly breaths here. That final exhale, go ahead and release the hands just down to your sides. Open up the eyes. We'll place our left hand down on the side. Reach that right up if we can towards the sky. So we open through that right side rib cage. And with an exhale, just take it back, nice and easy. Bringing that right hand down, left hand sweeps up and over, taking a look up towards the sky. Open through that left side rib cage. And our next exhale takes us back. One more time, up and over. Be mindful of the shoulders here, keeping them down, away from your ears. Take a look up towards the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, take it back. Follow that hand along. One more time to the other side. Up and over. Take a look up towards the sky. And an exhale brings us back. Taking our twist now, so staying in that cross-leg position. Bringing our right hand over to the left knee, sitting up nice and tall, like someone's pulling a string from the top of your head all the way up. Inhale here, and with an exhale, that left hand's gonna sweep around behind us. Barely any pressure in that left hand. Try not to cave your weight back. Keep it up nice and tall. Pressing the back of that right hand into the knee. With an exhale, see if we can twist a little further. Maybe taking a look over that left shoulder. Again, mindful of the shoulders staying down, away from your ears. One last exhale here. See if we can twist just a little more. And then leaving the body where it is. Let's just turn the head back to center. And bring that right ear down to the right shoulder. Stretching out the neck, so keep the left fingertips down, extended way behind you. And then from here we can kind of just move the head around, taking a look up towards the sky, and down towards the floor. And again up, and back down. Bringing that head back up to center. Hands back to the front. Creepy crawl the fingertips forward. It is October after all. Exhale and paint the floor, rolling yourself up. Stack one vertebrae over the other. Swing the hands behind you. We're gonna stick the belly out. Lift your heart, press into the hands. Lift your chin. Big inhale. And an exhale takes us back. Left hand over to the back of that right knee. Remember, sit up nice and tall. Spin that right hand back behind you. Take an inhale here. Use that exhale. See if we can twist a little further. Finding some stillness with the inhale. Seeing if we can twist just a little more with each exhale. Maybe taking a look over that right shoulder behind us. And again, leaving the body where it is, just turn the head back to center. Bring that left ear down to the left shoulder. Keep crawling those right fingertips far back behind you. And from here we can take a look down towards the floor, up towards the ceiling, just wherever you want to take it, whatever feels good. To center. Bring those arms back around. One more time. Creepy crawl the fingers forward. Let the head hang. Don't worry about a flat back here. Nice and easy. Roll it up. Stack one vertebrae at a time. Swing the hands back behind you. Take that big inhale. Stick your belly out. Lift your heart. Lift your chin. And exhale. Back to center. We're going to move it now over to our all fours tabletop position. Quick check-in with our foundation first. So knees are just below the hips. Feet are straight out behind us. It should be kind of hard to see the feet behind us. Wrists are right below the shoulders. Spread your fingers out wide and try and rotate the elbows out towards our sides rather than back behind us. We're gonna take an inhale, open up the chest, drop your belly, crown of the head to tailbone, reaching for the sky. Exhale, round it out, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. And inhale, drop it back down, open the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round it out, pressing into the tips of the fingers and the top of the feet. Inhale, drop the belly one last time. Exhale, round it out. Coming back to center, and maybe tuck your shirt in. We're going to take it up to our first downward facing dog. Check in with your foundation. Make sure the fingers are spread out wide. We're pressing into all 10 fingertips. Tuck the toes behind you. Take an inhale here. Exhale. We're going to lift the hips. Keep a generous bend in the knees here for our first downward facing dog of the day. It's okay to keep the heels lifted and the knees bent. We can start to pedal it out. Bending one knee, pressing one heel at a time. Making sure the tailbone is pointed straight up. Exhale, we're going to round through from the tailbone to the top of the head. And option 2, chaturanga, down or drop the knees, chin and chest with the hips lifted. And with an inhale, pressing ourselves back up. Take a look up towards the sky, big inhale. Exhale, pushing the hips back towards the heels, letting the chest and the forehead sink down towards the floor. Taking our extended child's pose. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. You're welcome to maybe bring a block or a towel under the forehead for a little bit more support here if you need to. Or maybe we crawl the fingers forward, lifting up off the wrists to make this pose a little bit more active. You're welcome to stay here a bit longer if you'd like. Or from here when you're ready, we can walk our hands over towards the left side of the mat, bumping our hips to the right. Exhale to drop the chest, drop the hips towards the floor. Inhale, lift the head back up, walking the hands over towards the right side of the mat, bump the hips to the left, and exhale again, takes us down. Spread the fingers out wide, tuck your toes, take an inhale. Exhale, we lift the hips, take it back up. Maybe this time we can straighten the legs out a bit more. Make sure we're pushing through the shoulders, so almost as if the head and the heart are trying to fall down towards the mat here. Staying here for about 3 more breaths. And then when you're ready, bending the knees generously, we'll walk the feet back up to meet the hands. Hang out here in an easy forward fold. Generously bending the knees, thinking more about bringing the belly over towards the tops of the thighs rather than folding perfectly in half. Let the head hang, maybe shake it out a little. Some nose, a couple of yeses. Maybe we catch the elbows overhead. When you're ready, we'll release the hands, ground through the feet, roll it up, slow. Really take your time here, stacking one vertebrae at a time. A little shoulder roll at the top. And then from here, continuing at the front of your mat, I'll turn your face forward though. We're going to take an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, drop the shoulders down, and just tick-tock side to side a few times. One more time on both sides. You can do this as quickly or as slowly as you'd like. And exhale, bringing the hands down. Hands behind the back, we're either going to interlace the fingers or just the thumbs behind us and draw those hands all the way down, as far down as you can, lifting your chest up here. And we're going to take the head side to side with the fingertips pointing down, 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 ear to shoulder. One more time on both sides. come back to center, releasing the hands, giving ourselves a big hug. Take an inhale, lift the elbows up towards the sky. Exhale, round it out. Keep going, keep going. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, round it down. Inhale, back up. Open the arms out wide. Starting at the top of the mat, grabbing our blocks or books, whatever you do to help. Just making sure that we have those ready. We're going to take an inhale up here at the top of the mat, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, halfway down to that easy forward fold. Belly to the tops of the thighs, let the head hang. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, take it back down. From here, we're going to step the right toes back and just go ahead and drop that knee to a low lunge. Making sure that we have our blocks ready. If you need a little extra support, you're welcome to hang on to those right now. If we can find our balance, find our center here. Remember, we don't need to be on a tightrope. We can keep a little space between the foot and the knee. Inhale, squaring off the hips. Lift the arms up, take a look up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing the hands down over to our blocks. We're gonna send the hips back, straighten out that front leg, and flex the foot to our half split. Sometimes I like to come up, realign through the spine so that I can properly hinge through the hip here. Thinking about pulling that left hip crease back, pushing the right forward. We'll hang out here for a few more breaths. If you'd like to find some movement, we can point and flex the toes. Again, be mindful of the shoulders here, staying down away from the ears. When you're ready, an inhale lifts the chest. Exhale, round through the heel back to that low lunge. Maybe placing a block on the inside of that left foot, or not. It's up to you. Blocks are just here to make our arms a little longer. Placing the right hand on the inside of the left foot, we're going to twist, reaching the left arm up towards the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, take it down. Left hand on the inside of that left foot. So that back of the arm is pushing into the knee here. We're going to inhale, twist, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. And exhale to take it back down. Removing the blocks, planting our hands on the mat. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. And what we're going to do is step the left foot back straight into our downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Maybe pedal it out. Maybe find some stillness. That's up to you. One more deep breath here. With the exhale, we'll round through to plank. Let's hold it here for 3 breaths. Drawing the belly button in. Feeling a little shaky, that's okay. And then dropping the knees. Keep the hips lifted. Chin and chest come down. Inhale, push ourselves up. Exhale, pushing ourselves back to our extended child's pose. Here in child's pose, if you would like to have a little more space, you can bring the big toes together, spread the knees about as wide as the mat, crawl the fingers forward, and we'll open through the low back a little bit more. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Exhale brings us back up to our all-fours tabletop. Check in with that foundation. Wrists below shoulders, knees below hips, fingers spread out wide. Tuck the toes behind you. Inhale here, and an exhale is going to take us back up to that downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, push through the shoulders, and then when you're ready, generous bend in the knees as we walk our feet up towards our hands, bending the knees, bringing the belly to the tops of the thighs, and just hanging out for a few breaths in that easy forward fold. Again, you're welcome to catch the elbows overhead if you'd like. Maybe sway side to side. And then when you're ready, releasing the arms, grounding through the feet, bending the knees a little more, start to roll it up. Stack one vertebrae over the next until we're all the way up. A few shoulder rolls at the top. Shake it out. When you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, easy forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, take it back down. From here, we're sliding the left toes back. Just go ahead and drop that knee to our low lunge. And then make any little adjustments that you might find necessary here so you can find some stability. Maybe grabbing that block, staying right here if you need to, or keeping everything stacked. Head over heart, heart over pelvis, dropping straight down to the hips. Trying to keep them as square as possible. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Take a look up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing the hands down towards the blocks or the mat. Send the hips back, flexing the toes of that right foot. Again, maybe we come up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale back down so we can keep a straight back. Being careful not to cave our weight into that left side hip. Try and keep everything centered here. Again, maybe point and flex the toes. Point and flex if you'd like, or we can just find some stillness here. A few more deep breaths. Use that exhale, see if we can bring the chest a bit closer to the knee. Inhale to lift ourselves back up. Exhale, round through back to that low lunge. Maybe we take a block inside the foot or just hands straight on the mat. Bringing our left hand to the inside of our right foot. Take an inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky, twist. Take a look at that right hand. Exhale, bring it back down. Right hand on the inside of the right leg, pressing that back of that arm into the leg. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, take a twist. Exhale, bring it back down. Move that block out of the way. Frame the foot with your hands, plant your hands, tuck your back toe, lift the back knee. When you're ready, we're stepping the right foot straight back to down dog. Find some stillness. Stay here for about 3 breaths. When you're ready, use that final exhale, rounding through from the tailbone to the top of the head. Hold it here, 3 breaths, drawing that belly button in. When you're ready, drop the knees, chin and chest, hips stay lifted. Inhale, slither our way up to our upward facing dog. Let's hang out here for a couple of breaths. And you're welcome to straighten out the arms, press into the tops of the feet, maybe lift the knees, or just keep it down here a little more relaxed. It's up to you. Let's take an exhale, turn, take a look over our left shoulder behind us. And an inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale back to center. When you're ready, widen the knees, bring the big toes together. Push all the way back to extended child's pose. Let the hips sink down towards the heels. Chest sinks down towards the floor. Holding it here for 3, maybe 5 breaths, depends on how you feel. When you're ready, we'll use that final exhale to come back up to all fours, tabletop. Tuck the toes behind you. Inhale, exhale, lift the hips. And this time, instead of walking the feet up, we're gonna walk the hands back to meet the feet. Take that easy forward fold. Hang out just for a second. When you're ready, ground through the feet, bend your knees. Roll it up, slow, slow. Shoulder roll at the top. Shake it out. Shake it out a little bit. To either point the toes forward or slightly pigeon them inward to protect the knees. That's up to you. And grab a block, or a book, or a pillow, whatever you have handy. Have it right here in front of you. We're gonna bring our hands to the hips, keep a super flat back through this whole process. So as we hinge at the hip to come forward, the hips are gonna scoot back just a little bit so we're not dumping our weight all the way to the front. Take it down slow. Thinking about bringing your chest down towards the floor rather than your forehead. And don't feel like you're frozen. We can bring our right hand down to the block or the floor, bring the left hand down, and then from here you're totally welcome to walk the feet out a little bit wider if it feels comfortable for you. Again, finding some stillness with each inhale. Seeing if we can bring the chest a little closer to the floor with each exhale. You're welcome to keep a little bend in the knees to save your back here. Keep using that exhale. Come down a little more, a little more. Maybe we can even bring the forearms over to the floor. Or maybe we just keep it right here, slightly bending the elbows with each exhale. We'll stay here for about 5 more breaths, so get comfortable. Again, be mindful of building up any tension in other areas of the body. Take a scan from head to toe and see if we're gripping anywhere, maybe through the shoulders, through the back. Anything that we can use that big exhale and just release, let it go. And you're welcome to stay right here in our wide leg forward fold if this is what you like. Or we'll walk our hands over towards that left foot, either reaching with the right hand for the ankle, the toes, maybe just the mat out here, wherever you can reach. And we're gonna take a twist, reaching the left arm up towards the sky, holding on that left leg. Take a look up towards the left hand. Inhale, exhale, bring it back down, walking the hands over towards that right leg. And again, you don't have to be all the way up here. Maybe we're just right here. When you're ready, inhale, reach that right arm up towards the sky. Twist, exhale, take it down. Walking the hands back to center. We'll start to extend the elbows to take ourselves back up. Maybe heel toe the feet in once, twice. Bring the right hand over to the hip. Left hand to the hip, strong flat back takes us all the way up. We can heel toe the feet in a few more times, coming to our goddess pose, so keeping the feet wider than hip distance, toes pointed out this time. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, pull the elbows down and back as we come into a squat. Knees moving in line with the toes, hips are open here. Shoulder blades are squeezing together behind us. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, take it down. Maybe a little lower this time. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders. This time bringing the hands over to the knees. We're gonna dip our right shoulder down, take a little twist, take a look up to the left. And back up. Exhale, dip the left shoulder down, take a little twist, take a look up towards the right. And back up. Inhale, stand it up. Heel toe, the feet in. Exhale, coming down, easy forward fold. One more time. Bending through the knees, bring the belly to the tops of the thighs. Maybe we reach for the backs of the ankles or reach for the toes. Trying to straighten the legs a little more, see if we can get a little deeper into that forward fold. One last inhale here. We'll use the exhale, bending the knees, roll it up. Take your time coming up. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Catch those elbows. Exhale. We'll just tick-tock side to side a few times. Releasing the arms down to our sides. Coming into our warrior one. So check with that foundation. Feet about hip width apart. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, bend the right leg, and slide the left toes back. Take a look up towards the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, we pivot on the back foot, open through the hips, the shoulders, and the arms out to our sides. Take a minute to check in with your foundation here. Make sure that that knee is staying stacked over the ankle. The weight is evenly distributed through the feet. Tailbone is pointing down. Heart slightly lifted. Pinkies are almost reaching for each other behind the back. Shoulders down, away from the ears. When you're ready, we'll take an inhale. Reach the arms forward. Exhale, sweep that arm up and back. Gently placing that left hand on the left leg. And exhale, takes us back. Straightening our front leg. Send the hips back. Reach the fingertips forward. And we'll take an exhale down. Take a look up towards that left hand on top. Barely any weight, if any at all, in that bottom hand. Inhale here, soften through the front knee, and exhale takes us back up. We'll cartwheel through the arms back to our warrior one. Exhale, step it back to the front. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, come down, easy forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it down. Stepping the right toes back, stepping the left straight to down dog. Lifting the hips. Take one more round of breath here. Exhale, round through to plank. Hold it here for 3 breaths, drawing that belly button in. When you're ready, drop the knees, keep the hips lifted. Chin and chest come down. Inhale, push yourself up. With our exhale, we'll tuck the toes. Lift the hips back to our downward facing dog. Bending the knees generously, stepping the feet back up to meet the hands. Take our easy forward fold, bending through the knees. Hang out just for a moment, take a rest. And when you're ready, grounding through the feet, rolling it back up. Same thing on the other side. Checking with that foundation, feet hip width apart. We'll take an inhale, keeping the hips square towards the front. Slide the right foot back, bend the left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, pivot on the back foot. Open through the hips, the shoulders, and the arms. Drop the shoulders down. Drop that tailbone down. Make sure the weight is stacked, knee over ankle, evenly distributed through the feet. When you're ready, we'll take an inhale here, reach the arms forward. Exhale, take it up overhead. Open through the side body. Another exhale brings us back to our warrior two. Straighten the front leg, send the hips back. Reach the fingertips forward. Stay strong through the core as we tip our left hand down, reach our right hand up. Take a look up towards that right hand. And our next exhale, we soften through the knee. Take it back up. Keep going. Cartwheel with the arms. Pivot through the foot to warrior one. And step it back up. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the left foot back. Straight to down dog. Step the right foot back. Pedal the feet. Just a few times. And then from here, we're just going to drop the knees back to our tabletop position. Bringing the big toes together, knees about as wide as the mat, send the hips back, drop your chest, drop your forehead. We'll take a rest here for about 5 breaths. Again, if you would like your extended child's pose to be a bit more active, we'll lift up off of the fingertips, off the forearms. When you're ready, use an exhale to come back up to all fours, tabletop. Coming into our bird dog, tapping into a little core strength here. Quick check with that foundation. Knees below hips, wrists below shoulders. We're going to extend our left leg out, extend our right arm out. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze, breathe out all the air, pull everything in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in, squeeze. Inhale, reach. One last time, pull it in, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Go ahead and drop those hands down. Shake the wrist out if you need to. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Draw the belly button in towards your backbone. Check in with that foundation. Extend the right leg. Extend the left arm. Try and stay long through the spine. Inhale here. Exhale, round it, pull everything in. Big exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, drop it all down. Moving into our puppy pose now. Tuck your shirt in. Keeping the hips stacked over the knees and check in with the feet. Make sure that they're straight behind you. It should be hard to see your feet behind your thighs. We're going to walk the hands a little more forward on the mat. Keeping the hips stacked over the heels and the arms extended as best we can to drop the chest down towards the mat. Either bringing your forehead or the chin onto the mat here. With each exhale, that chest is coming closer and closer to the mat. Opening through the shoulders, opening through the upper back. Hold it here for 3 more breaths. And with the exhale, we'll round through the forehead onto our forearms, dropping the belly down, moving into our Sphinx pose. Fully activated from head to toe here. The neck is reaching out long, shoulders are pulling down and back, hands are pressing into the mat, tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. Inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale, take it down. Maybe scooch yourself back so you have enough room to rest either the forehead or a cheek onto the mat here. We're going to do a simple quad stretch, reaching our left hand back for our left foot, pulling that heel in towards the glute. If you have a yoga strap, you're totally welcome to use that here as well. Just take a rest, pulling that heel in towards the glute. One more breath. And we'll go ahead and release. Same thing on the other side, reaching the right hand back, pulling that right heel in towards the glute, knees pointed straight down. 2 more breaths here. And then coming into our full bow pose, we'll reach for both of the feet, lift the chest, and with an inhale, we'll pull our arms back, lift our feet up. Big inhale here. Exhale, come back down into that double quad stretch. Take a breath to rest for a moment. And when you're ready, another inhale, we'll lift our head. Exhale, pull back through the hands, lifting, lifting. And take it back down, nice and easy. Extending the legs, bringing the hands back under the shoulders. We'll push ourselves up and all the way back to our child's pose. This time, see if we can bring the knees a little bit closer together so we can really round through the spine. Little counter pose. Stay here for 3 more breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly lifting up, coming up onto our knees. Make sure that the knees are hip width apart. We're going to move into our camel pose now. So be careful with that low back. Make sure that we keep some engagement through the glutes here to protect our low back. We'll warm up through the quads, bring our hands forward. Straight body here, all the way straight. We're just going to lean back and come forward. Lean back and come forward. One more time. Lean back and forward. From here, moving our hands to the low back. We're going to open the chest, lift your heart, lift your chin, and start to take it back. Slow, slow. Taking a little back bend. And then if you're okay here, we'll reach back for the left heel. Reach back for the right. Go ahead and let the head hang. Keep your eyes on the sky. Inhale here. One more breath. And then to come out, lifting your head up, bring one hand to the glute and then the other. And just like we practiced, lifting ourselves up and out. Send the hips back, big toes together, knees out wide, and we'll curl the hands forward for a little counter pose once again. Inhale back up to our all fours, tabletop position. Let's swing ourselves around and have a seat. Bringing our feet straight out in front of us, but keeping a little bend in the knees. We're going to come into our caterpillar pose first. So taking an inhale, reaching the arms up, and with that exhale, we're going to sweep our arms underneath the legs, bringing the belly to the tops of the thighs, chest towards the knees. Go ahead and let your head hang here. Don't worry too much about keeping a super straight spine. Just give those knees a squeeze. Relax through the back. And when you're ready, release the hands. Slowly taking ourselves back up. Little counter pose, sweep the hands behind us. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, take it down. From here, scooching ourselves right to the center of our mat. Make sure you have enough space behind you to come down onto your mat. We'll bring the left foot over to the left corner, right foot over to the right corner, and we're gonna crawl our fingers forward all the way, reaching forward like we're grabbing some big imaginary ball here. Engage through the core, so draw that belly button in. We're gonna come back slow, slow, slow. Bringing that big ball up overhead. And a big full body stretch with an inhale, like somebody's pulling you to either side of the room. And an exhale to release, bending the knees, flattening your back down on the mat. We'll just take a windshield wipe side to side with the knees, and you can do this as quickly or as slowly as you would like. And you can also bring the feet a little closer or a little further apart, kind of experience a different sensation through the low back if you change it up a little. From here, extend the right leg up towards the sky. Pull it in towards your chest. And we'll cross that right ankle over the right knee. Push the right knee, over the left knee, excuse me. Push the right knee out with our right hand. We can keep it right here, or reach behind the left leg, pulling that in towards the chest. Take a deep breath here. Use that exhale. See if we can pull it a little closer. And then go ahead and release that leg down. Extend the leg back up and take it up. Extending our left leg up towards the sky. Pull it in towards the body a little closer. Flex the foot. And then we'll cross that left foot over the right knee. Push the left knee out. You're welcome to stay right here if you'd like, or maybe pull in a little closer. Take a breath. Use the next exhale. See if we can bring that in a little more. And then drop it back down. Extend the left leg up towards the sky and let it go. Let's cross our left leg all the way over the right, taking our spinal twist. Bringing the legs over to our right side. Get those legs in a good place before we worry about the shoulder. Once your legs are in a good spot, bring the left shoulder down. Open out the arms. Maybe take a look over the left shoulder. And then take that scan from head to toe and just see if you're gripping anywhere, holding any tension anywhere that's really not serving you in this posture. And you use that exhale to just let it go. You're welcome to stay here for a bit longer if you'd like. If you're ready to move on, we'll use the hands to guide the legs back up to center. Uncross. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Give it a big squeeze. Maybe bring the nose up to meet the knees for a second, and then back down. We'll cross the right leg all the way over the left, guiding the legs over to the left side, taking our twist. Again, don't worry about that shoulder too much quite yet. Get the legs in a good place. And then when you're ready, open out the arms, bring the right shoulder down. Maybe take a look over the right shoulder. Take that scan from head to toe. Use that exhale to release any unnecessary tension. Coming back, up, guiding the legs back up to center. Uncross, bring the knees in towards the chest, give them a big squeeze. Maybe we rock it side to side a few times here. And then when you're ready, no rush at all, we'll drop the knees, bring the feet together, knees out wide, in the same way we started, bringing that left hand to your heart, right hand over to the belly. Taking a few deep breaths, just noticing where we're sending the breath. Turning our attention inward, finding some stillness. Seeing if we can slow that breath down, and then extending the right leg, extending the left, bringing our left hand out to the side, the right hand out to the side. Using an exhale to just melt it down into the floor. Noticing the temperature of the air on our skin. Noticing the points of contact between our body and the mat below us. And then when you're ready, we'll just start to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, just gently stirring our energy back up. Moving through the wrists, the knees, maybe turning the head side to side a few times, bending the knees. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like, or we can roll over onto one side, resting our head on our arm. And taking a moment to show ourselves gratitude for all of the hard work we've done for our mind and our bodies this past hour. Again, you're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. If you're ready, we'll come up slow, as if we're moving through water. Taking a comfortable seat. Again, doesn't necessarily have to be cross-legged. Maybe taking a little shoulder roll. And when you're ready, big inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up, scooping up all the positive energy in the room. Bring it down to your heart. And with that, I thank you all for joining me for this awesome jazz class. The love and light that lives in my heart always appreciates the love and light that lives in your heart. Namaste.